Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. You have seen the announcement. Saudi Arabia current framework provides routes through which some overseas buyers may acquire qualifying property rights in Madinah, inshallah. You may have even had a broker messaging you, it's easy, send your passport, 5% to book. Stop. Buying from London, New York, Toronto, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur is not an online form followed by a bank transfer. It's an evidence process. The buyer location, legal right, property parties, contract money, and the final registration must all reconcile. Today, I will take you through the 8 gates an overseas buyer should pass from the first eligibility check to the handover of the final registry evidence. Before gate 1, understand the rule controlling this whole video. Do not ask, can foreigners buy in Madinah? Ask, can this buyer acquire this exact property in this live geographic scope through its legal right, contract, payment route, and registration process, inshallah. And yes, at one stage does not answer the next. So a WAFI license project does not prove that you are eligible. Your eligibility does not prove that the seller owns the asset. Receiving keys does not prove that you are permitted right to be registered. And we're gonna go through all of that. Saudi Arabia's updated framework works through a defined buyer category and geographic parameters. A non-resident individual, a Saudi resident, premium residency holder, and a foreign company, a Saudi company with foreign shareholders, must not be treated as if they all have one identical route. Now, before making a non-refundable commitment, use the current official framework and Saudi qualified advice to classify the intended purchaser. Confirm the accepted identity documents for ownership, whether the buyer is acting personally or through an entity. Do not create a company simply because somebody calls it a workaround. And I've seen this quite a lot and spoken to a lot of people in regards to that being given as advice. And brothers and sisters, it's the wrong way to be going. Next, check the exact asset against the live geographical scopes as well. You can see them on the property portals as well if you want to. The developer's statement that Madinah is open is not enough. And inshallah, that is what I'm here for, is to guide you through which projects fit within those zones so you don't fall over at your first hurdle. The identifying the legal right to be sold and the ownership is also important. What you've got to ask is, what is the duration? What are any restrictions that are applied? The word freehold in English brochure is not the answer. The official scope controlling the Arabic contract and the final registration routes must describe the same rights. So just make sure that they are marrying up, inshallah. For an off-plan unit, verify 2 things separately: the developer and the exact project or phase. The developer registration is not the same as the license for the building shown in a brochure. Also distinguish a marketing license for the full off-plan project as well. Look, this is why I always really say go down the route of a major developer, preferably backed with good finance on the Saudi Stock Exchange. Before you pay, make sure you obtain the written refund trigger, expiry date, deduction, and the payment destination. And off-plan regulations, specifically a pre-full license reservation route, can allow an amount up to 5%. If you sign remotely, confirm exactly what you are signing and what the registry will accept. A power of attorney may be needed for transactions specifically. Do not rely on generic outline templates. Make sure you're reviewing the complete controlling agreement, obtain the Arabic contract as well, and try and get a reliable translation for that as well, inshallah. Your independent Saudi lawyer should check the party assets, the legal rights, the price triggers, inshallah, the completion dates, the termination clauses, all of these kind of things, including the dispute process. Every material sales promise should appear in the executed documents as well. So just make sure that if there is any conflict in the documents that they're resolved before you sign, inshallah. This is a lot to control from overseas, so I've organized all the 8 gates into Overseas Madinah's buyer process checklist. It shows the evidence to request, the pass test, each stage, and exact warning signs that you should pause before you're making any payment. The checklist is free. Inside the Madinah Buyer's Guide are private educational community for serious buyers. Use the link below to download it, and please do join my WhatsApp community for regular updates and videos on buying in Madinah. Gate 5 is where an avoidable mistake becomes an irreversible transfer. The implementing regulations provide for Saudi Riyal project. For a regulated off-plan purchase, verify the exact project escrow account, inshallah. The implementing regulations provide for a Saudi Riyal project account, a unique project deposit reference and unit link reference. Reconcile with the bank name and the IBAN and the contractual payment triggers before transferring anything. Then remember that the most important closing distinction in this video: keys are not a title. Physical possession and legal registration are separate gates. Treat the closing process as incomplete until the applicable official registry evidence correctly identifies the buyer, inshallah. The competent procedure and the document can vary with the property and the registration system from developer to developer. Do not accept a developer's certificate, receipt, or a set of keys or as a substitute for the final official evidence. That is the overseas buyer process: classifying the buyer, verifying the live location, the legal right, prove the property, and every party controls the contract, authenticating the money, the funds, the total cost, monitor construction, and a separate handover from registration. If one gate does not reconcile, stop before committing to the next part. Now you understand how to control the buying process. The next question is, where in Madinah do I need to focus, inshallah? Different parts of the city can present very different access, maturity, pricing for development, and rental demand also, which is really, really important. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. In the next one, we're going to map out the main areas of Madinah and compare them by buyer objective without pretending one district is right for everyone. Click the next video on the screen and I will see you there, inshallah. Thank you for watching.